Hey guys, what's up? I'm back with yet again another video. This time I'm going to try something different. You see, I've been watching a few sketchbook tours on YouTube and I started getting to thinking. I got a lot of sketchbooks. Alright, so let's get just right into it. To start off, this was an experimental type of thing here on the first page. I had never done a welcome to the sketchbook type of page, so I decided I was going to do one. This one, I thought, what if there was a character specifically and literally saying, welcome to the sketchbook. So I drew the Mandalorian. Next up, we got this Minecraft comic, which this was all around Christmas time, I think of last year, or the year before, one of those. But I did a Minecraft comic. Next up, there is Cassidy from Fallout New Vegas, Cass. But, okay, I'm going to just say this disclaimer right now. There is a lot of Fallout art in here. Yeah. But, anyway, this is the first one. The second one is a Deathclaw. As for behind... Okay, so these pieces of paper are in here because I showed this to my mother, and she put pieces of paper, sticky notes specifically, in where she thought, that the drawings looked pretty neat. Anyway, the next bit of Fallout art is the Mysterious Stranger. I tried to get that comic book 1930s-esque detective vibe, which I did end up pulling off with this one. We've also got a gecko. This one's not perfect, but then again, I was going off by memory. This one here is an NCR Ranger. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's this kind of glow effect that I was able to manage with the goggles there. And how I did that was I went around with a darker type of red very thinly, and then in up and down type of lines, kind of like what they have in the game, I did red-orange, so it was more of a brighter red color. Personally, I think this one turned out really good. Next up, we have Optimus Prime. Specifically, I was going for more of that Cybertronian type of effect. If I'm not mistaken, this was literally right after I saw Bumblebee, but I might be wrong on that one. This one is an idea for an alien that I got. I was specifically basing this off of an owl, which this one didn't turn out too bad, but I might end up doing a version 2 sometime in the future. Got another piece of Fallout art here. This one is the Courier, the main character from Fallout New Vegas. Got another bit of Mandalorian stuff. This time it's Baby Yoda with his little soup bowl. This one was the first one that I did before these ones were put on. Just for a disclaimer, I did this one first, colored it in, and then at a later date I drew those. This one's a Dino Farmer. This one is partially inspired by Ark. So I tried to do like a rustic type of feel, but at the same time do a little bit of futuristic technology, as well as, dinosaurs. This one's a dragon. I was going to do something with said dragon, but after a while I had no idea what I was doing, so I just, put a question mark by him. I ended up coloring it in later. This one, well, I was playing Fallout New Vegas. I was either going through the Mr. House quest line or the NCR quest line, and no matter what I did, the NCR would not cooperate with me, and the reputation just completely sucked, so I decided I was going to draw this. Yet again, another Fallout art bit. This one is actually for Fallout 4, and it's the Silver Shroud. This one is a Fallout parody of The Mandalorian. I didn't end up coloring it in too much. Got some aliens. To be honest, I actually like these designs, and if I'm not mistaken, I've actually done these designs a second time. There's also this one, which I was not able to fit on the previous page. This one is its own separate type of thing. The species that I came up with is monarchs. That's the name that I ended up giving these guys. I don't know if this is going to be the last iteration or type of thing that I try to draw them as, or I don't know if this is the final version, is what I'm saying. Next up, we got this superhero, supervillain type of girl. I don't really know. This one didn't actually go very much. There wasn't very much character development. I think with this one, I was just thinking, how could I do a Spider-Man type of person without doing Spider-Man type of stuff? And I end up getting this, which is pretty cool, actually. It's pretty cool. I don't know why I didn't really do much with this. Next up, we have a little bit of stuff for one of the aliens that I drew, specifically this one right here. I was trying to get it to look from this into more of like a vulture type of deal, so I did this side first, and then I did this side, just to clear stuff up. Got another bit of Mandalorian art. This one is just Mando holding Baby Yoda like, Simba or something. This one's a comic based around how I thought it was funny with the armor types from Halo and like Halo 3. So, if you want to go ahead and read, I'll leave it there for like a second or two. Next up, we have... Okay, so this is a later design of that one that I pointed out earlier, and this is one of the ones that came from trying to redesign it. This is the template for the ODST helmet that I did. Part 2 to that on the back of that page, as well as rigging for possibly elites, Krogan, or maybe some robot type of people in the future. Got some ODST fan art. This one I tried to do an Atlantean mermaid. I'm going to have to remove this. But I tried to make it more futuristic with like a holo projector, which would basically be their equivalent of a cell phone. I did a type 2 here, which is more lizard-like than fish-like. They got legs, but they also got a tail to move them through the water. And on this side, I have a cryosuit / EVA suit, as well as cryopod. This one is a design for infantry armor. Got another bit of Fallout fan art. This one is more like one of those Old West types of setups. This one's just supposed to be a sci-fi soldier, but, I gave him a bow, and I tried to mix in a little bit of fantasy. So, you got more of this elvish-looking armor, as well as, the bow, but you also got, like, technological stuff with it. This one is a set of MA5B assault rifles from Halo. Specifically, this is for reference. This is an idea for VR, a VR suit that I had. This is an idea for that. But, essentially what this is supposed to do is there's different sensors everywhere in the suit, and it makes it to where you don't have to have sensors all around the room. So you can do full body tracking. Next up, lightsabers. I started off with these 3, and then just went completely crazy with it. But, yeah. I've also got Grievous down here saying, so many lightsabers to add to my collection. Got some more on the back here. A little bit of video game inspired ones as well as one inspired by Jedi Fallen Order, as well as some Star Wars characters. And last but not least, we're going to end off on this page. These are props that I'm thinking about doing in the future. I'm actually working on some of them already. But yeah, that's just gonna do it for this part. Anyway, you all have a good day, good night, whenever it is you're watching this. Real quick, if you happen to like, if you happen to like the video, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and maybe leave a few comments. But anyway, you guys have a good day, good night, whenever it is you're going to be watching this, and God bless.